Hi Notioneers. I'm currently preparing to run a race next year, so of course I had to create a page in my Notion workspace to record my training and track my progress towards reaching the distance and the pace that I need to get to in order to complete the race. So I've created this Notion template and also an Apple shortcut that you can use to quickly log your workouts. And I'll talk you through the structure of this template in just a minute. But basically, this is the page that I've created for the event that I'm going to be running in, hopefully. And we can see my expected progress here, which is where I should be at this point in my training, my progress towards reaching the distance that I need to get to, and the pace that I want to run the race in. And so if I want to record some new training that I've done in preparation for this event, all I need to do is run the Apple shortcut, which I can access from here on my Mac. Choose the type of workout that I did, the distance that I ran, and the time that it took me to run that distance, and that is going to add a new entry to my Notion database right here, and obviously that's going to update the events details and my progress towards reaching my different goals for that event. Obviously you can use that same Apple shortcut on your mobile as well. You can add a widget for it to give you easy access to it from your home screen, or you can add it to your home screen itself and run it there. But hopefully that makes it much easier for you to log your workouts without having to open Notion and go through the process of finding your Notion page, adding a new entry, and then recording the details about the workout that you've just done, which can be a little bit of a clunky process. So to talk you through the different features of this template in a little bit more detail, first of all, at the top of the page we've got this entry here, which is the event that I'm training for. You can obviously add multiple events to this events database and keep track of all of them and all of the workouts that you did in preparation for those events. You're just going to want to tick the next event tick box so that when you do a workout, the automation knows which event you're training for. And then basically we've got the date when the event is taking place here, our expected progress, which is just looking at the time that it's been since we first started training for the event and how long we have until the event itself, and then calculating where we are in between those two dates based on the current date. So we're 16% of the way in between when I started training and when the event's due to take place here. Then for the distance progress, this is just looking at the most recent workouts that we've recorded for the current week, and it's seeing how far we are towards reaching the distance goal that we have set ourselves. And then for the pace progress, again, we're looking at the most recent workouts from this week and how fast we're running and how close that is to our pace goal. So if we open up this page, we can have a look at this in a little bit more detail. You can see that when we started training for this event, we were running 3 kilometers. Our unit here is kilometers. You can see selected right there. And then our target is 10 kilometers. So we're 17% of the way towards reaching that target. For our pace, we started running at 6 kilometers an hour, and our target is to get to 10. We're currently on 9.3, so we're pretty close there at 82%. If I scroll down the page, you can see all of the workouts that are linked to this particular event in either a calendar view or a table view right there, with all of the details about those workouts available in the table view. And then if we scroll down the page, we can see all of the workouts that we've recorded now, not just the ones that are linked to that specific event. And so here we have the name of the workout, date when we did the workout, the type of workout that we completed, and you have options here for strength training as well, so that you have a record of that here. The distance that we ran during that workout, the duration of the workout, and our pace, which is calculated automatically based on these two metrics. And this is grouped by week, so you can see a summary of how many times you worked out in that particular week here, and then the average distance, duration, and pace of those workouts. If you want to filter this view to see particular types of workouts or exercise where you ran more than a certain distance, more than a certain duration or pace, then you can use those quick filters there to filter that view down. And then we also have a calendar view here, which gives us that nice summary and a better sense of when we worked out in each week. So to get set up with this Notion template and the Apple shortcut, just go to anotioneer.com and my blog, where I've got an entry about setting up this race training planner and tracker. And this just lists all of the steps that you need to complete in order to get set up. It's pretty straightforward. You just need to copy the Notion template from the link here, copy the 2 Apple shortcuts from the link there. And the reason there's 2 shortcuts in this instance is because I wanted you to be able to download the shortcuts and enter your settings for the shortcut in that particular shortcut, and then be able to run the app from that shortcut, so that if I make an update to this app or this shortcut that actually does most of the work here, you will be able to just download that new copy and you won't have to re-update your settings in the settings shortcut. Then you need to create an internal integration token so that the API can access your copy of the template. Set that up. The video walkthrough will take you through that process. It's not very complicated at all. And then once you've got your internal integration token, open the settings shortcut, enter your internal integration token there and the IDs of your 2 databases, and that's it. You're basically ready to go. There's also functionality in the shortcut that lets you rename any of the properties that you're listing in the settings table. So if we go into the shortcuts app just here, this is my copy of it. You can see here we've got space where you would enter the internal integration token, the events database ID and the workouts database ID, but we also have the names of the different properties from our Notion template. So here you can see units and next event. They correspond with next event and units right there. And if you rename units to something more specific, then you can just change the label here, and that will mean that the shortcut knows which property you're trying to update or which property you're looking for when it runs. And then you can do the same with the workouts database details there as well. Once you've got all of your settings configured, you'll just need to update this part of the shortcut and select the shortcut that you've downloaded, which is the app shortcut, as the one that should run when you run this shortcut. This is the shortcut that you'll run when you want to record a new workout, and it will basically feed these details into this shortcut so that we can do the rest of the work there and record your workout. So I hope this shortcut and this Notion template makes preparing for your next race much easier. Just let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments, and I'll be sharing more automations like this and obviously more Notion templates as well very soon.